Let's start in the beginning. I would love to know a little bit more about your hair love, or was it love?
I was so obsessed with my hair that I wrote a will. And in my will, I put, when I die, make sure I have a fresh weave.
Stop
That's
it.
how obsessed I was with my hair. Literally, I'm not kidding.
You didn't
When
want to
I
be buried
die,
with bad hair.
listen, make sure my weave is done fresh. And I mean, as long as I can remember, I had either braids, a weave, some form of extension at all times. And and I never even imagined myself without hair. I'm talking 10, 11 years old. And so when this happened, it shocked people because people knew that my hair was almost like, my skin. It was just a part of me.
How much time do you think you were spending on your hair a day when you had hair?
At least an hour.
At least an hour
At,
every day.
at least an hour. At
So
least an hour process. And
how much money do you think you were spending on your hair a
oh
month?
my God, let me tell you this. I'll never forget. I had this boyfriend where I had just gotten my hair done. And he was like, why did you put all of that in your hair? You need to take it out right away. I was like, are you crazy? I spent $1,800
On
on that,
what? A
on
weave?
all micro mini braids. And they would come like a quarter down, and then it was just like hair, and you could like curl it and you could move it, and it was just $1,800. That
Wow.
relationship didn't last because he was just like, no. I was like, I'm not getting rid of my hair.
So then when we're talking about the process of you looking in the mirror and saying, I'm going to do this for myself, what was leading up to that? Had you started to feel that your hair was a burden?
It wasn't even that I was feeling that my hair was a burden as much as I was feeling I didn't know who I was, because I was just like, I had never seen myself, as far as I could remember, without hair. And so it was just this deep desire just to get to know who I am for real, like at the core. I wanted to give myself a gift because I looked in the mirror one day and I was like, who are you?
Now, did you have within those 2 months, so you make the decision to do it, your birthday is coming up in 2 months. Did you have second thoughts at any point in that span?
I was committed. And it's crazy because I've had my hair shaved ever since. And it was like this yearning desire. It was like this I couldn't avoid it. I didn't have another choice. It was just like this yearning, burning desire inside of me. And so it was like there was no option. And I told people that I was going to shave my head, and they were like, no, you're not. Oh, what are you doing?
Did anyone try to talk you out of it?
Yes, absolutely. People were
What
like,
did people
Sid,
say?
stop. They were just like, Sid, what are you doing? Are you okay? Like, people thought I was like going through something. I'm like, no, I'm fine. This is great. It's going to be great. And they're like, giving me like thinking I was like tripping.
Because it can be a sign of like a breakdown. It can be. Some people shave their head when they're not doing well.
No, I shaved my head as a gift to myself.
Now, you have a twin. Your twin sister is Tasha. Many people know Tasha. She's an actress. Was there any part of you that wanted to physically distinguish yourself from your twin, to just look different for once in your life? Was that motivating at all?
Not at all. And it's so funny because people ask me that all the time. Oh, you just did that so that you don't have to look like your sister. No truth in it whatsoever. I love looking like my sister.
Well, people still confuse you for her all the time.
Literally. And I'm like, look, the way that you can tell us apart is you will never see Tasha with a bald head. Tasha loves her hair. But no, it had absolutely nothing to do with that. And I actually am in love with the contrast between the two, the bald, the hair, it's like, it's kind of sexy.
It's very, very beautiful. I love, you posted a video once of the woman in the bodega who would not believe that you weren't Tasha.
Yes, because you're the lady from the Tyler Perry movie.
I am not the lady from the Tyler Perry movie.
That is her. Look, she's lying. Oh my God, why is you lying? Like I ain't seen you in that movie.
You the girl from the Tyler Perry movie. I'm like, I am not the girl from the Tyler Perry movie.
He's like, why is you lying? That was great. That's one of my favorite videos. So what did Tasha say when she saw you for the first time without hair?
Tasha lives vicariously through me with the hair, because Tasha's always, because she's an actress, she's always having to do different things with her hair. So for her, it's hard for her to shave her head, because she's just always doing different characters and stuff. But she's just like, I love your bald head. She just loves it. She loves my bald head.
And so going back to the moment when you cut it. So now someone is shaving your head. You've never shaved your head before. What were you thinking in that moment?
I started to cry. I literally was like, I was emotional. It was like an emotional thing. And I don't even know why I was crying, but I do remember I was like looking at my friend and I was like, I just started to cry. It was like all of this stuff was being lifted up off of me. And I just was I remember being really emotional, probably a week or two. I was just walking around, just feeling really emotional, but free. I feel like because you're like embracing who you are, I noticed that I hold my head up higher, like I'm it's just something about it that just feels extremely powerful and strong.
What did you think when you saw Tiffany Haddish? Because people had the same reaction that you said they had to you. They were like, is she okay? Is she having a breakdown?
I'm sure people thought that, because I'm telling you, and Tiffany is just super duper famous. So to see someone like Tiffany shave her head, and it wasn't for a movie, it was just because, what's funny? I was so happy for her. I actually texted her and I was like, girl, you look so beautiful with your head shaved. Make sure you rock it. And she's so funny. She texted me back and was like, thank you. And I'm going to rock it. And she spelled it ROCKETTT.
I love your story. I love how it has empowered and freed you. You are gorgeous without a shadow of a doubt. Sidra, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Mara Schiavocampo. I love you.
I love you more.